From the Shatta movement. I just want to share this few words with you. I will always be a fighter. You can tell me nothing. I will always move you around. Say the day I die, say I'm not worth.
All right, so it's another beautiful midweek, and we're here again. I welcome you all to Rush Hour on iHeart TV and radio. We're loud and clear on Modern Ghana, and also streaming live from Accra, Ghana, and on Facebook too. So you can join me on iHeart TV. You like, you share, you comment, then you turn on your notification for me. So anytime we live, you can enjoy every bit of it. So another week has come again. I'm taking you all the way to Nigeria. In fact, we're going to Nollywood. It's been so nice from last 3 weeks to now. Every Wednesday we take you to Nollywood, and today I have a big surprise for you. Yes. So can't get to see. Can't get to see. We appreciate Alpha Clinic Limited and FC Cake Bread for being support of this. So very soon we will turn off. Then we'll talk to Mr. Solomon. We're going all the way to Nollywood. He's ready. He's ready. So hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good to see you guys.
Good to see you too. And please, how is Nigeria?
Well, Nigeria is beautiful. We're here. You know, the coronavirus is ravaging Africa. We're taking it easy.
Oh, okay. So once again, I welcome you to Rush Hour on iHeart TV. We're live from Accra, Ghana.
Well, I thank you guys for having me here, and I thank you for your effort. I hope that this level of creativity is sustained.
Amen. It will. Okay, so we see Mr. Solomon on screens, but today we're having you here. I'm very privileged meeting you, so I want to know more about Mr. Solomon. Not only me, but our viewers and listeners as well, before we proceed.
Well, I don't know where to start from. I always tell people that I'm a huge book with many chapters, so I don't know which chapter I'm going to open for you. But I'm just going to tell you, my name is Solomon. I'm an actor. I'm from Edo State, Nigeria. I'm about 50 years, so don't be deceived by my young look.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Okay, so coming apart from your background, and you've telling us your age. Now let's come to the acting. How did your journey of acting begin?
Well, I never planned to be an actor. I've always wanted to be a lawyer. So I kept trying my best to study law, but I was not succeeding. Until, on my own, I then decided that I was going to study theater arts. Because I couldn't study, not that I wanted to, but because I couldn't get to study law. And then I went to the University of Ibadan. I did theater arts. I have 2 degrees in theater arts. And what actually motivated me was that when I was in secondary school, we did a play, The Gods Are Not to Blame.
Okay.
I played the role of a king. And, my teacher, my literature teacher then, continued to push me to study acting and all that. So I thought I should go and study acting in the University of Ibadan. And I came out with flying colors.
Wow.
And from one acting to another, one production to another. And then here we are.
Oh, okay. That's very nice. So meaning Mr. Solomon has really schooled, because when it comes to acting, especially, people think it's a talent. So many actors don't school. That's what people say most of the times. But in this case, it wasn't like that for you.
Well, to be a good actor, you need a combination of talent and education.
Oh, okay.
Talent cannot work on its own unless you have somebody. Talent is a product of nature, not of nurture.
Okay, nature.
Talent is a natural thing. God has given everybody a talent. But when you have education, it's like you have rice and you don't have stew. You don't have stew to eat it. It's useless.
Wow.
But when you have talent and you go to the right faculty,
Yeah.
and then you take you nurture that channel, that talent, and then you become exceptionally well in it. It's not like because you have talent. Well, there are people who have talent and can just begin to act like so what you see on YouTube and a lot of skits that are happening. You know, some people just have talent.
Yes.
They just do what they want to do and put it on YouTube, but you will still see that the talent is raw. You know, okra soup is delicious. You know, when I was in Ghana, I had a lot of okra stew.
Wow.
Okra stew is delicious, but the raw okra is nothing to write home about until you cook it, until you put all the ingredients in it. That's why the people you see on YouTube doing comedy and skits everywhere cannot go beyond that because they don't have the prerequisite educational foundation, you know, to spice up their talents. Yeah. And that explains why we set up, 15 years ago, we set up a talent grooming facility in Nigeria. We were the first and the best. We were the first to start it. And we're training people who have talent, you know, just to nurture them and help them grow into Nollywood.
Wow.
So without nurturing, without being nurtured, it's difficult to excel. If you check well in the what they call the olden days, those old actors, you know, they didn't go far.
Yeah.
If you see the people that are really going far in the typical Nigerian Nollywood industry, the likes of RMD, the likes of Liz Benson, the likes of, you know, you name them, Rachel Oniga, and a whole bunch of others, the Omotolas of this world and all that, you will see that they have some level of education. They have talent, yes, but they have some level of education, you know, to spice up. It's like having a piece of cake without icing on it.
Yeah.
It's like having a banku without without the pepper, you know.
Yes.
So, you know, talent is good, but you still need to clean it up. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So looking from the people like from the Omotoles and now, do you see any?
I can't hear you.
Okay, I mean, we coming from the Omotoles till now, do you see any transformation in the industry?
Well, yes, the industry is actually transforming already because if you watch some of the blockbusters now, you are not likely to see the Omotolas, the Genevieves, the Solomons of this world in such production. You're beginning to see new talents. If you watch PSTV Urban, you see Rock TV, you see fresh talents that are emerging. And that's a good one for the industry. There are people, there are better Omotolas now. There are better Genevieves, there are better Solomons, there are better R&Ds, and there are better actors and actresses. New talents are emerging, and we thank God for that. We can't continue to live in the old block and expect things to be the same. We have to have new talents in all departments of production, be it directors, even new directors are coming up, new producers are coming up. We're seeing beautiful productions coming from the likes of Ebony Live TV. We're seeing beautiful productions coming from the likes of AY, who is a comedian and who delves into Nollywood. We're beginning to see a lot of changes. And that's what, and I don't forget that Nollywood is self-sufficient. You know, all of these things are happening despite the fact that the government does not seem to understand the power of the industry called Nollywood. Thank you.
Nice. Okay, so some people also say these days we have a whole lot of directors, we have a whole lot of producers, and some lack professionalism. What's your take in that?
I can't hear you. I can't hear you.
Some people say that now we have more directors, more producers, more people acting, and a whole lot of people into the movie industry. And people are also saying that majority of them lack professionalism. What's your take in that?
Well, let me tell you something. Every industry must evolve.
Okay.
Like, you know, before you had Catholic Church, African Church, Apostolic Church.
Yes.
All right?
Yes.
Now you have Christ International Ministry. You have Otimpu Jesus International Church. You have Salvation Army, Salvation Soldiers, Salvation Police. You have all kinds of names in the church business. Now, talking about bank, you have before you had Barclays Bank, you had the likes of First Bank, Union Bank, Afribank, and all that in Nigeria. Today you have Standard Trust, you have Trust Bank, you have Standard Chartered, you have Chartered Standard, and all that. So the Nollywood industry cannot be different.
Okay.
New people will be allowed to come in with new ideas and all that. Let them come in with their own new ideas, because we live in a tech age now. And we can't continue, like I said, we cannot continue in the old land and expect new things to happen. So they are all welcome. Just like you have new artists, you have new directors, you have new producers, they are all welcome. By the time, it's like when you're peeling beans, the chaff will be separated from the wheat. That's definitely the truth.
Okay. So do you also see any shortcomings about Africa in the film industry?
Well, what?
Do you see any shortcomings in African industry, movie or film industry?
Let me tell you, I can tell you boldly that there's no shortcoming anywhere. Because, you see, the typical Nollywood industry we have now, we are making bread out of stone.
Okay, wow.
So you cannot tell me shortcoming from anywhere. If we had the kind of support that foreign governments give to their movie industries, we would be better than the Hollywood. Okay. If we had the support that the governments of other countries are giving, look at what is it called? Look at Z World. Look at Bollywood. Look at Hollywood. We don't have no support. Okay. We are helping each other. We're doing it ourselves. There is no single film village in the whole of Nigeria. Wow. The other time, the government said they gave 200 billion naira to Nollywood. I mean, it's just like feeding somebody with fish. Somebody's hungry, you give him fish. You go chop and finish now. At the end of the day, you come back for more. Okay. It's not enough to give 200 billion to anybody. Those people there in Nollywood, and they call themselves AGN and all that, they ate the money and swallowed. They swallowed the money and swallowed the bank where the money was kept. So, I mean, we don't have a film village. We don't have a government support. We don't have any corporate support. We don't have anything. And we are self-sufficient. So, I'll give us 100%. In fact, 101%. There's no shortcoming anywhere. If they didn't want any shortcoming, then they should support us. If you support us, then you can begin to talk about shortcoming. But so far, when a child is learning to walk, you begin to question, why is the child falling? Why won't the child fall when you won't hold the child by hand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Course,
when a child is learning to walk, you have to be there to support the child. But when the child stands and the child falls, and you now beat the child and say, why did you fall? Why are you doing shortcoming? No. We don't have shortcoming. We are doing our best, and then I'm sure that we can only get better, even though the government is deaf and dumb to us.
So why do you think the government is the deaf and dumb when it comes to supporting the film industry?
Why I think what?
The government is not in support when it comes to building the film industry.
Yes, they are not. And let me tell you why. It's because they think they're not going to be able to steal money. They put money where they know they can steal money. Let me tell you something about this bloody nonsense coronavirus they're talking about. Coronavirus has become, a source of wealth, amassing wealth for some government officials here. There's competition about who will have the highest number of coronavirus so that they will give money.
Wow.
And if you don't give money, you're in trouble.
Wow.
Now, I asked a question on Facebook the other day. I said, where are the people that are testing positive for coronavirus?
Wow.
Where are the ones that are discharged? What did you give them to discharge them? Do we have the cure? Did you cure them of coronavirus? If yes, what did you use for them to be discharged? Now, where are they? The question was not answered. But you see, money over 150 billion naira has been pumped into coronavirus because government officials will have opportunity to steal from them. But if it's Nollywood, what are you can't take money from. When you put money in Nollywood, you can't steal it.
Yes.
That's why they are deaf and they are dumb to Nollywood. Because there is no opportunity to steal. Coronavirus that came in March, Nollywood has been there for over 30 years. Nobody gave a damn about Nollywood. But coronavirus came in March and over 150 billion has been pumped into it. And I tell you, half of that money ended up in the pockets of some mundane, ugly-looking politicians. That's the truth. Where they find a place they cannot steal, they just abandon you and tell you to go to hell.
Wow.
Even in the issue of road construction, if they know they cannot steal money from constructing or providing infrastructure, they don't do it. They just leave it to rot. Just like you have a lot of rot going on in the country. But you see, because we are creative people.
Yes.
If you give us money, we'll turn it around. There's no way you can steal from us. So they just abandon us, and then we're doing our thing ourselves. And by the grace of God, we're happy. We're moving forward.
Okay, so talking about the government not being support, some people also say that you have made a lot of money from acting. In fact, from movies. And those money, both actors can contribute so that they can get themselves maybe a film village or something to support. But it looks as if actors are not paying attention to that. That's why maybe the government too are not also minded when it comes to the film industry.
Oh, because we are making money through acting, so the government will not support us. Okay, so why are they supporting banks? Why are they giving lifeline to banks when bankers receive 300 times more than actors? And in any case, let me tell you something. All of this talk about actors making so much money is bull crap. There's no such thing because the present situation in the industry has rendered Nigerian actors as the poorest paid in the world.
Wow.
If any actor tells you I receive 5 million, 10 million for a production, that actor is a liar. Wow. Because we are now in a self-sustaining situation where I have a production, I call you, I beg you, I give you a little bit because you are a star, because Solomon is a star. Yes. I'm starring in a movie. I'm going to tell people I received 5 million. That's a huge lie. Nigerian actors are the worst and the least paid in the world because it's a self-sustaining thing. It is like you are in a family now, your own house, your mom, your dad, your sisters. You decide to help each other wash clothes. Will you pay your sister if she washes your clothes and you will wash her own? Will you pay?
No.
Yes, you will give them to hold this one. Let's go and drink Coke and all that.
Yes.
The Nigerian actors are the best in the world. They are the best role interpreters, but they are the worst and the least paid in the world.
Wow. Okay. So, Mr. Solomon, let's get to you yourself. So, which of your movies would you say has given you credit till now?
Well, the truth is that every production has its own unique challenge.
Okay.
So there's no one that is better than the other one.
Okay.
Every production has its own unique challenge. Your experience in one production may be different from your experience in the next production. It doesn't make the next production better than the first production.
Okay.
But you know, there are some that remain in your memory that you want to definitely remember every time you think of yourself as an actor. One of such is God of Shiloh, which I did. I played the role of a pastor. Okay. And then why that movie is important to me is that in one of these scenes that we were shooting, I was supposed to go and pray for some mad people.
Okay.
When I got into the mad, these were not actors. These were not actors. It was really a mad people's home.
Yeah.
So when I got in there and I started praying, I don't know what happened. I can't quite remember now. Yeah. But I know that I got stuck and I could not say a word. I knew before I shot God of Shiloh, I had never spoken in tongues. Wow. But when I got into that place and I started praying for those people, I started speaking in tongues and I was sweating from my suit to outside. Wow. I was shivering, and all I could say was, mercy, Lord, mercy, mercy, O Lord. And by God's grace, one of them was healed, you know. And so that movie remains a watershed in my own personal life, you know. And I will never forget that production. Up to tomorrow, if I watch it, I still feel goose pimples all over my body. Wow. You know, I love that production.
Okay, so can you say it gave you a breakthrough?
Sorry?
Can you say it gave you a breakthrough?
Sorry, I can't hear you.
A breakthrough.
That was a breakthrough?
Yeah, I'm asking if that movie.
Yeah. Well, it was a breakthrough artistically.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
As an actor, as a role interpreter, yes. It was a breakthrough because the entire world welcomed my action there. I remember when I was in Ghana sometime last year, people flocked me when I went to Sprintex.
Yeah.
There's this eatery. I went to buy what is it called now? This I went to an eatery somewhere in Sprintex.
Okay.
And I was almost mobbed, you know, and the reason for the crowd was because they kept calling God of Shiloh, God of Shiloh.
Wow.
So for me, artistically, it was a breakthrough. Okay. But financially, nothing breakthrough anywhere there. There's no breakthrough there. But artistically, in my experience as a role interpreter, God of Shiloh came through as a strong breakthrough for me. You know, that's all.
Okay. So, as you said, God of Shiloh didn't give you any financial breakthrough though. But some people say that when they are in for scripts, they look for the money aspect, what they are going to gain. So I want to ask, what do you look out for when accepting scripts?
Well, what you look out for as a professional actor.
Yes.
If you're not a professional actor, you are going to be looking out for money. Okay. The financial benefit. Okay. But as a professional actor, what you look out for is something that will add value to your career. As a career actor, you need to add value. You know, it's like you're building a CV for yourself. Okay. You know, when you build a CV, the richer your CV is, the better the opportunity for you. Okay. But, you know, what we look out for, what I look out for in any script that is given to me is to ask myself, will this production add value to my career? That's all. If it's the financial aspect, there's nothing to write home about. Because Nollywood, I live in a duplex. Yes. I drive a 7 million naira car. Wow. But it's not Nollywood money. Nollywood does not pay my bills. Okay. Now, let me tell you what the secret is. Because you have this face. Yes. You have integrity. Yes. People like you, and then they give you maybe contact, or you meet one or two persons who will make your life better. But to say that Nollywood can pay my 1.4 million for my rent, no, or take out my car, no. It's just the aftermath, the glory of God, you know, the benefits. It's an extra benefit as an actor. People will want to relate with you. Okay. If you have business, they would want to do business with you because they know you have integrity. Okay. You cannot run away with their money. They trust you with their money, you know. That's all. I'm a businessman, first of all, before being an actor. For the money aspect, let's not even talk about it, because if I tell you what a typical Nigerian actor is paid now, you will shut down your station.
Wow. Okay, you were a businessman before entering into the movie industry. But yes, so can you say Nollywood has
your voice is bad. Your sound is bad.
It's bad. I can even feel some feedbacks. Please, is it okay now?
Yeah, it'd be better, yeah.
Okay, so can you say Nollywood has also given you more posture when it comes to your business side, like business aspects?
Whether Nollywood has given what?
More posture, like giving you more opportunities, because meeting new people, and when you go for any business meeting, because your face is known, you are allowed, or maybe you are given a contract or something. So can you give Nollywood credit to that? Or credit to Nollywood on that?
Nollywood opens the door for you, but it is not the door itself, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
Nollywood can create opportunities for you, but it is not the opportunity itself. Because of your face, you can enter and see the president, and probably when you are leaving, you get $10,000 in your pocket. Well, beautiful, lovely. But you see, the sweat, the effort itself, as being an actor, has only yielded popularity. Most of Nigerian actors are popular, they have fame, they don't have substance. That's why you see some of them die. you know, because they can't afford 200,000 naira to take care of themselves. You know, a lot of Nigerian actors are just popular for nothing. They can't take care of themselves when they are very sick, and they don't have people to even answer them when they are sick. If the money was that good, they should have had some savings or maybe a lot of money to maybe travel out and take care of themselves, go to international hospitals and be fine. But, you know, I am saying to you, my dear sister, that Nollywood does not pay anybody's bills. That's guaranteed. I'm telling you, categorically. That's the way it is. It's a door opener, but it's not a door unto itself. That's it.
Okay. So are some of them not making use of the door opening?
Sorry?
Are some of them making no use of it?
Making use of what?
The door opening, because he says it opens the door, but it's not the door itself. So are some of them not making use of it?
Well, it depends. Look, let me tell you something. You can have a door open to you. You cannot walk in. You know, a door can be open, you know, but you yourself, you don't have maybe you are too weak to walk into the door.
Okay.
It's one thing for a door to be open for you. It's another thing for you to walk into that door. Even when God opens doors for you, you have to walk into the door.
Okay.
You know, some of these so-called Nollywood stars are so satisfied with being popular that they just go to sleep. After one production, you give them 100,000 naira, they go to sleep and start forming stars. They don't know how to be creative. They don't know how to use their brain, their popularity, the popularity and the talent God has given to them to do something. Let me tell you, almost 20 years ago, I set up the biggest and the best acting school in Nigeria.
Wow.
You know, so I mean, this was 20 years ago that Nollywood had not even, you know, come to this level. So our actors, our stars, our so-called stars are not creative. There is so much laziness, you know. They are satisfied with the status quo of being a star actor. When you cross the market square, they greet you. You don't think twice. You don't think of tomorrow. Even the little you have, you don't know how to plow it and plan for it against tomorrow. That's why, you know, I would say some of them are not making use of that door, as it were. I make use of my door because I've been to a lot of places. I just came in from the United States of America, where I went to have a meeting with the New York Film Academy to have my acting school affiliated to them, and that's a lot of money. You know, we are building a very massive acting institution in Nigeria in association with the New York Film Academy, and they are going to be coming here sometime in July to shoot a Hollywood and Nollywood collaboration. You know, it's about using your head to think and doing what is needful. It's not enough to call yourself a star, collect 200,000 naira or 500,000 naira, and then you go to a beer parlor and drink with friends and call yourself, you know, a Nigerian actor. No, think twice. Some of us don't think. They just collect the money, go to bed, carry women and drink alcohol and take drugs and feel like star. And before they realize what's going on, they are 50 years and they can't go anywhere. Look at me, I'm over 50. I'm sure I'm still looking young. I'm still very handsome. I'm still looking good. So, is it a lie? Am I lying?
You are not lying at all.
I'm well over 50. I'm almost 55 years.
Wow.
Look at me now. I'm still yuppie.
You are a boy. You are still a boy.
Okay, well, I'm not saying I'm better than anybody, but the truth is that we must be creative in our... Look at your studio now. Somebody created this studio. Somebody decided they will do this. You know, you have to be creative as an actor. And then some of them don't even do self-development. Some of them don't do self-training. I have attended trainings in more than 3 or 4 countries across the world. Just to train myself to be a better actor. That's all. Some don't go for training. They just collect the artist fee, put it in their back pocket, go to a beer parlor or a nightclub, drink, carry women and drink and smoke and forming actor, forming celebrity. I don't do that.
Okay, so is it at times some of their lifestyles that you see most of them, as you said, when they are about 50, you see them complaining of some illness.
Sorry, take it again, I can't hear you.
Please, do you hear me now?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, so I'm saying that majority of them, after hitting 50 plus, you see them complaining of all sorts of sickness and a whole lot. And people will be complaining that their fellow actors don't contribute to their health. Is that the most reason why? I can see. Hello?
So I didn't get that question.
Okay, but do you hear me now?
Yes, a bit better, yeah.
Okay, I was asking that, is it because of their lifestyles that some of them, when they hit after 50 years, when they are down with some sickness, their fellow actors don't also help them?
Well, first of all, Nollywood industry is a dog-eat-dog industry.
Okay.
There is no love amongst the practitioners. There is jealousy, there is envy, there is bitter relationship everywhere in Nollywood. You see people saying that some people are using juju and all that. Yes, it happens. It's a dog-eat-dog industry. Let me tell you something. In 2013, I had my marital issues then, and then I confided in a friend. I said, see what's up, bro. The guy took my story and put it on the internet and sold it to all of these mundane journalists who call themselves bloggers.
Yes.
You know, so nobody can be trusted. You know, so some of these people, when they are sick, even their fellow colleagues will laugh at them.
Okay.
Nobody wants to help anybody, and in any case, they don't even have money to help. Where did they get the money from?
Okay.
How much are you paying? Maybe somebody who works once or 3 times in a year and is paid 50,000 naira over a whole year, and he has spent it and he has his family. How can he help his fellow brother? Apart from the fact that in Nollywood is a dog-eat-dog industry. Everybody is jealous. The women are jealous of each other. The men are jealous of each other. And if they had their way, they will kill. Look at what is it called now? Ernest Azuzu, who is paralyzed in Lagos now.
Yes.
As an actor.
Yes.
He said his challenge started on set. Somebody told him he would not leave that set alive.
Wow.
And then they up to tomorrow, from that day to today, he's still sick, he's paralyzed, he's useless to himself. So nobody is trusted in Hollywood. The directors are envious of each other. The directors, cameramen are envious of each other. Actors don't like each other. Producers don't like each other. Everybody wants the other one to fail. It's a dog-eat-dog situation. You know, you will never hear that actors contributed money to save anybody's life. No. It's not possible here because there is no professionalism in the first place. The so-called Actors Guild of Nigeria is a joke. It's just a group of people who put themselves together to share money, and it's just the typical Nigerian factor. That's what they are doing there. There is nothing they are doing for anybody. So if they cannot set a good example, I'm not sure any actor will follow suit. That's just the way it is.
Wow. Okay. So getting back to your acting career, you mostly seen in epic and other action movies, but mostly, why more romantic movies? Hello?
Yes, you heard what?
I was asking that you mostly act epic and action movies, but mostly you are in romantic scenes a lot of your movies. What's the secret?
Well, you don't have a choice over your own role.
Okay.
Nigerian directors are some of the best in the world.
Okay.
When they see a script, they know who will be able to fit in. And the casting is right. They know who can do this and who can do that.
Yeah.
And now, you know, because of the business nature of Nollywood, where if you do this one well, the next one will want to do it so they will make money. You end up playing, if you give you a role to be a pastor, for example, and you do it well, the other man wants to make a movie and he's thinking of who to give the role of a pastor, they will look for you because you did it well.
Wow.
If you play the role of a romantic man in the movie, then the other man wants to do another movie where there's romance, They will say, oh, yeah, do they play this role for me? Who play this role for me? They will say, look for Solomon. Then they will bring you and you do it. So it now looks like you are a stock character. If you look at the likes of Peter Doce, the likes of Mama G, the likes of Ake and Popo, they have become stock characters.
Yes.
Peter Doce is that God, the king, and all these things, in all his the scenes he plays. Mama G has become the wicked mother-in-law in all that she plays.
Yes.
And Ake and Popo have become the two musketeers, the two comedians, or two, whatever you want to call them, in every typical Nigerian movie. But one should be very careful not to become a stock character. And that's why you check very well. You will not see me in some of these new movies, because if you bring me a script, and I know I have played this role like 3 or 4 scenes behind, movies behind, I'll just tell you I won't do it, because too much of everything is bad. I was in Ghana last year. All the scripts that they were bringing were romantic scenes. You go and kiss a woman, and you romance yourself. They meet you in bed and all that. I said, look, I'm not here for all of that, because I don't want to become a stock character. So all this opening your body and showing your body all over to everybody in the world, and playing romantic, so-called romantic scenes. If it's too much, I just hold my break and I say no. That's the way it is. Yeah.
So no matter.
But a good actor will not allow themselves to be used as stock characters.
Wow.
Look, if you're looking for a wicked mother-in-law now, or witch, or evil woman, you're looking for Mama G. If you're looking for one king that is very authoritarian, you are looking for Peter Doce. If you are looking for 2 small comedians who will make you laugh in a movie, you are looking for Ake and Popo. All of that. I don't fancy that at all.
Okay, so it answers to my next question. But apart from you yourself, who else is your favorite actor in Nollywood?
Well, I'm not my favorite actor, so apart from me, I cannot praise myself. I will leave my acting capability to be judged by my viewers. Maybe I'm good, maybe I'm not. Because when you're acting, you don't see yourself.
Okay.
You only do what the director tells you to do.
Yes.
So you cannot come out. It would be very arrogant of me to come out and say I'm my own favorite actor. It's not possible. The judgment belongs to the viewers out there. Okay, but if I have to, talk about a good actor in Nigeria, there are so many of them. Nigerian actors are the best, in Africa. You know that. They have excellent role interpretation ability. But I give it up. I give my honor. I give my regard to Bob Manuel Udoku. That guy is a master actor any day. Bob Manuel is a good actor. Ramsey Noah, my friend, is a wonderful actor. The likes of Genevieve, the likes of Rita Dominic, they are good role interpreters. Beautiful. But me, I don't see myself. I can only hear people say I'm good. That's all. I can't say I'm good. Okay. If you want to know if I'm good or not, go and watch my movie. Maybe you watch God of Shiloh, or you watch Baby Dance with Tears or something.
I've watched.
You are the one to judge.
I was the one giving you that credit. I was giving
you. You're the one giving me what?
Yes, saying you were a best actor.
But what? Sorry, I can't get that.
I was saying that you were a best actor. Do you understand me? So I was asking, apart from you, any other person. So I was meaning to me, you are very good. That was what I meant. You get me now?
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you.
Okay, so let's proceed. Before I leave you to go, November 2018, when you were in Ghana, you praised the government on something. Can you please tell us more about that?
Yes. I was in Ghana for about 4 months, and from morning to night there was light.
Okay.
There was light, and I went on air and I praised the government of Ghana, and I said our own president should go and learn from the president of Ghana the kind of secret. What he did to be able to sustain life. 4 months non-stop. There was light. And I still respect the government of Ghana for that. And that's more reason I want to visit Ghana again when it's time for my holiday. I will visit Ghana again because when you don't have, as I'm talking to you now, there's no lights in my house. So I've been running generator for the past 3 days.
Wow.
Is that not a shame to the government of Nigeria? In this 21st century,
yes.
There is no light. And you say people should stay at home because of Corona.
So
then
sad.
heat and mosquitoes and everything will kill them. You know, it's crazy. And unfortunately, like I told you,
yes.
they have put in over $20 billion in the power sector, which was shared by government officials.
Wow.
You know, so the corruption level is high, and we're never going to have light like Ghana. And I still want to say again, Ghana government, God bless you. Thank you for your creativity to be able to provide light for your people. Because light is the driving force of any economy. If you have light,
yes.
it brings down the cost of production. If you have light,
yes.
the barber will barb you cheap.
Yes.
But if you put fuel in a generator to be able to cut your hair, it will charge you for the cost of the fuel. The people who produce food stuff would add the cost of generator and cost of fueling into the mark it up into their pricing for their product. So unfortunately, the government of Nigeria, whether I want to say the government itself, whether past or present, whether past president or present president, they have no clue as to how to provide life for the people. All they do is steal money. Even when I'm telling you, coronavirus has made many people rich. In Nigeria, I heard, though it's a rumor, I don't know if it's confirmed, that any hospital you go to, they bribe them to say you have corona, so that the number will be going up, so that they'll be getting more money.
Wow.
You know, is that not crazy? It's crazy. So the government of Ghana is for me, Ghana and South Africa, they are very good. They know how to manage, you know, to be able to provide electricity for the people. Electricity is key. Nigerian government is deaf and dumb to that. It's unfortunate.
That's nice. I know Ghana government will be proud hearing this. Okay, so knowing more also, what else occupies your time from your busy schedules?
Sorry?
What else occupies your time from your busy schedules?
Well, what occupies my time, I like to travel a lot. I like to travel a lot, whether locally or internationally. I drive myself. I don't have a driver.
Oh, wow.
I can decide. I live in Abuja. I can decide to travel from Abuja to Calabar. Just drive, enjoy myself, and then stay a few days there and come back. I'm also a businessman. I'm into I import large LED screens for churches and event centers.
Oh, okay.
And when I'm going to relax, I play a lot of hip hop. I do a lot of rap. I like rap music. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You know? So yes. I play a lot of loud music. Everybody, that's why I live. That's why I chose to stay in a compound where I'm the only person. Because there are days that I just decide that, I'm going to blow my top today, and I just play loud rap music, and then I rap myself. I can rap along and just enjoy myself. Have a drink. I don't take alcohol. I don't go clubbing. I don't go out at night. I just stay in my house and I have fun. Good music and good food and good drink make me happy.
So can you give me a rap?
You're not serious. I knew you were going to have that. Home plate, walk, serious, and when niggas slide, you know, huh? Baby, I'm a boss and you should have been a dancer. Yeah,
I was enjoying. Okay, so how is COVID-19 affecting things? I mean, business. How is COVID-19 affecting business?
How is what?
COVID-19, the coronavirus.
How is it affecting us?
Business and everything. They like.
Well, nobody needs to tell you that. I was supposed to. You see, coronavirus has affected everybody. Everybody, from the big to the small, from government to the man on the roadside.
Okay.
I am even more affected because, like I told you, I was in America, I was in the US, specifically in New York, to talk with the authorities of the New York Film Academy, where my acting school was supposed to be an affiliate. I was supposed to return there on the 30th of March to have a final conclusion with them. But unfortunately, I can't travel now. And it's really worrisome, because there's little we can do online. They want me to come and have some 1 or 2 presentations. When I was there, they took me on a presentation, acting coaching in Boston. We did acting coaching in New Jersey. We did it in New York. We did it in Maryland. And I actually directed a movie there. So the COVID-19 thing has really frustrated us. And hopefully it will pass. And then we can come back to our normal life. I'm actually supposed to be in Ghana. I was supposed to be in Ghana last week. Yeah. But again, COVID-19 will not allow that. So we only pray that it goes the way it came.
Okay.
The only unfortunate thing is that some mundane preachers are telling us it will go tomorrow, it will go next tomorrow, But we know that when it is time for it to go, it will go, and we will have our lives back.
Amen. Amen. We are praying it goes soon to make things smoother. Okay, so how
the one I don't like at all is people wearing face masks, even when they are in their private home. You are in your car, you wind up, your AC is on, you are wearing face mask. What kind of stupidity is that one? Wow. You are alone on a street. You are trekking on a street in the hot sun. You are wearing face mask. Your mouth is smelling. You are talking. You are not breathing. The carbon monoxide you are breathing out. You are taking it inside. It's not going in. It's not going out. You are breathing bad air into your system. So I don't understand. Now some people who are already ugly will now go and wear black face masks to make them even more warwashers.
Hey, you just made my day.
Hold on. Yes. How can somebody be black? A man is black, ugly, with dirty beard, like this one that they see now. With dirty beard, you now carry black nose mask and cover your face, looking like one masquerade from my village. They call it Duruku. I don't understand though. But it will pass. God will help us.
Amen. Amen. So I have some few messages here from fans. They want to know. I said I have some messages here. Yeah.
Messages?
Yes.
From who now?
So this one is from Frederick Adam. He says that I am enjoying the interview, but I want to know how much you are worth in dollar.
They say what?
The one person wants to know how much you are worth in dollar.
How much I'm worth in dollars?
Yes, so.
Let me tell you something. Sometime when I was in the US, I read online that I had traveled to America. Yeah. And I also read sometime that I went there to make money. And I read that they said I'm worth $500,000. Some said I'm worth $1 million. They keep writing all kinds of junk about me. Okay. Let me tell you something. I am worth the glory of God, not in dollars. Dollars are transient materials that are used and dumped. They will finish. But when you have the glory of God inside of you, you are worth the whole world. I'm worth over, tell that person I'm worth over $10 billion.
Amen.
Because I have a God who is worth more than that standing by my side.
Okay. So this one, another person is also saying that I enjoy all your movies. In one word, what different thing can you bring to change the Nollywood industry if made a president in Nigeria?
Now what?
The person is asked is Peter Affle. He says that he enjoys all your movies, but what different thing can you bring to change the Nollywood industry if you are make a president in Nigeria?
If I made a president of Nigeria, I will solve one simple problem, that is the problem of Hollywood, the problem of funding. Funding, money. Money makes things go around. Most of the movies you see and you say they are very wonderful could have been better if they were well funded. Some of the movies you are seeing are shot with small camera, maybe 5D Mark III. Give money to people, professional producers, to bring in equipment, and I would liberalize the importation of equipment for production. Wow. I would create a film village. Then I would create a bank like you have now. There's a Nigerian bank called Bank of Industry. Bank of Industry provides money for people who are in business, pure water manufacturers, tissue paper manufacturers, I will create a Nollywood bank where you can go to and take a loan without stress. You know, take a loan of say 100 million without stress. These are the two main things I will do for Nollywood, and I will also put a benchmark on artist fee. You know, put out an artist fee. Some of our actors are dying. I was on set sometime 2 years ago in Asaba.
Yeah.
There was an old man who was on set with us. When he finished his job, they told him to go home and come back tomorrow for his money.
Wow.
How much? It wasn't up to 50,000. Then the man left, and then the next day he was coming back. He had an accident. He's dead now. You know, people must be well paid and paid on time so that they can take care of their families. Yeah. You know, I'll make money available for Nollywood, long and short. That's just it. If I'm the president of Nigeria, I'll make money available for practitioners of Nollywood.
That's very nice. Okay. Another person also says that pills nuts. So Nigerian government very dangerous. What role is your most challenging role in your career? The president is asking your most.
I didn't get that. Is that what?
Nat Pills wants to know your most challenging role in your career.
Well, my most challenging role. There is no role that's not challenging. Every role has its own uniqueness.
Okay.
I have played the role of a madman. Okay. I have played the role of a fake pastor. I have played the role of an original pastor. I have played the role of a pastor who turns himself into a woman. You know, I have played the role of a sugar daddy. I have played the role of a playboy. Yes. I have played the role of a husband. I have played the role of a houseboy. Every role has its own challenge. But like I told you, I'm not a pastor, you know, but I was made to play the role of a pastor, a well-known pastor in Nigeria. And that was one role that I will never forget, the Still God of Shiloh, when I played the role of Pastor Daniel. It's one role that was challenging to me, especially when I had to go into the bush. Yes. I told you once I went to pray for mad people. Yes. Then I also had to go into a bush where it is said that people don't go into that bush, and I had to go there and pray, you know. When I started praying, I felt the Spirit of God inside of me. You know, I could feel it. So being not a pastor, I'm an enjoyment man, I'm not a pastor. But I had to fit myself into the role of a pastor. Yeah. So that I would say has its own special challenge. But every role has its own unique challenge. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So Rita also says that you have been her crush since school time. What will you advise her? Rita says that you've been her crush since school time, and she's asking that what will be your advice?
No, I can't hear anything you're saying, no.
Okay, hello?
Yeah, better now.
Okay, Rita is asking that she's saying that you have been her crush since school time. And what will be your advice to a young lady who wants to be among these two, acting and nursing?
Acting and what?
Nursing.
Nursing?
Yes.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
What's her name again?
Rita.
Okay, let me tell you, Rita, that there's a difference between passion and what brings you money. Okay. What makes you happy is passion.
Okay.
What brings you money is work.
Passion.
Okay. In most cases, passion brings more money than work. Because passion will teach you a lot of lessons. Okay. Passion will open the way for you to do a lot of things you want to do. But if you work, you make money and you remain there. But passion opens the door for other things to happen in your life. Okay. I was a businessman. I was one of the biggest players in oil and gas in Nigeria. You know, before I delved into acting. Okay. I was making a lot of money, billions, when I was into oil and gas. I mean, I built a beautiful house. I had a fleet of cars, and I had big businesses going on. But you see, my passion was acting. Okay. That was what made me happy. I just wanted to be happy. Right. You know, money doesn't bring everything, all the happiness you need in life. Once you are passionate about, let me tell you something. If a man makes money now, yes. you this woman interviewing me now, yes. If you make, say, 20 million CDs now, yes, and you say because I have a hotel because Solomon Akiesi has a hotel in Nigeria and is making money, and you go and build a hotel in Ghana, and you have no passion for hospitality, you are going to fail.
Of course. Yeah.
Yes, because you have no passion for it. If your passion is nursing, please go for nursing.
Okay.
If your passion is to be an actress, please go for acting because it is passion first before money. You know, to tell Rita if she wants to be, there is no connection between nursing and acting, and you cannot combine the two because acting requires that you are there 100% all the time.
Okay.
You could be called up anytime, you know, but she should choose her passion out of the two. Okay. Then she'll be fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So there is Erica Menu. Please, do you hear me now?
Sorry. Yeah, you said what?
Erica is also asking that what has the Nigerian movie industry done different from all Africa movie industry to make it a success?
Well, what made Nigerian industry more of a success is one of the tenacity and the non-giving up spirit of the practitioners. Our industry started in the 90s with a VHS tape. VHS, you know this VHS tape?
Yeah.
And since then, we have not given up, despite the fact that we had no support, we had no government patronage, we had no money. We were doing those things tenaciously and not giving up. Let me tell you something.
Yes.
Your radio station or your TV station is this successful now because you have not given up. When you were starting, it wasn't easy, right?
No, not at all.
You did not give up. Now you are working. You are cruising now.
Yes.
So tell her that the reason we are standing tall above all Africa is because we refuse to give up. You know, even when things were very bad with us. Once you are consistent, once you have consistency in whatever you do, success is sure. That's just the truth.
Okay, so I know Erica has heard. So this is also from Mercy.
That's what?
Mercy is asking.
Okay.
That can an actor make money enough as compared to other careers?
Can what?
An actor make more money enough as compared to other actors?
Whether an actor can make more money than other actors?
Other careers.
Other career. No. Every career has its own uniqueness.
Okay.
I know of bankers that are receiving 2 million naira per month. And I also know actors who are receiving 3 million naira per production. Let me tell you.
Yes.
Per production.
Yes.
If the actor shoots, it makes 1, 2, 3 movies, maybe he makes a movie every month, he is going to be making about 36 million in a year, while the banker who makes 50 million will make 24 million. But it doesn't mean that the actor can earn more than anybody. Okay. You know, it all depends on. Let me also tell you that when you are called to feature in a movie, it depends on your relationship with the producer that will pay you well. It's not because of anything. You know, it's not. You cannot guarantee that because you're an actor, you make money than a doctor, or you make money than a pilot. Everybody has their own uniqueness. Every industry is different, and the payment platform is different too. So it's incomparable.
Okay, so lastly, one Moses is asking. He's asking that in 2016 there was some news circulating, which you said.
Sorry?
I said in 2016.
Yes.
A news was circulating. You sharing your regrets on your failed marriages. And people are still asking, why were you regretting?
Well, I was looking forward to this kind of question because everybody wants to talk to me about that. And I want to tell that person, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about my matrimonial issues in public. I took a decision so many years ago
All right.
that my matrimonial status
Yes.
is my business, a private business, and it's not going to add value to anybody if I say yes, this is what happened or this is not what didn't happen. It won't change anything. It's not acting. It's not television. I'm not on TV. It's not an entertaining story. So it's pointless, exposing your private life and telling anybody about your private affair in the first place.
Okay. Nice one. Okay, so this one is from me myself. I want to know what life has taught you as a person.
Sorry, I can't hear that. I didn't get you.
What life has taught you as a person?
What life has taught me?
Yes, as a person.
Well, life has taught me not to trust anybody.
Okay.
Life has taught me that even when I step out of my compound and somebody says good morning, I will have to look left, right, center, back, front before I answer. I have to be sure it is morning before I answer. Because people take advantage of my humility, people take advantage of my love. If you go to Facebook, I'm everybody's friend. I chat with everybody. I'm not one of these so-called proud celebrities,
Okay. So, all right. So, in case you just joined us or you're still watching, we're having a live chat or interview with Mr. Solomon Akiyesi, all the way from Nigeria. Every Wednesdays we go to Nollywood and we are on it. And today, the network has been more favorable. It's just now. Okay, so we're still getting so that we get him. So, okay. So in case you're watching, in case you are sharing, in case you're commenting, thank you very much. So we're making up so that we do everything. Okay. Hello.
I cannot trust anybody.
Okay. Please, can you hear me now?
Yeah, very loud and clear.
Okay, welcome back. Okay, so you were on the experience. The question on what life has taught you as a person.
Well, I was trying to say that life has taught me that not everybody should be trusted.
Okay.
Not everybody who comes to you to say, I love you, really love you. Life has taught me that you should not invest your love just on anybody because everybody is looking for who they will step on to get to their next level.
Okay.
And I have been used a lot of times by people. I've been used, I've been dumped, and I've learned my lessons.
Yes.
Before you say hello, once you say hello to me now, you say good morning. I will open my windows and look very well to see if it is morning before I will answer you. So I have learned my lesson the hard way. Love is very hard to come by, and I cannot invest it in anybody without being sure of that person earning my trust. You must earn my trust. In the past, I used to give out my trust. I trusted people. I was just loving everybody and living a free life. But I have now learned my lessons that, trust must be earned. Love must be earned.
Love must be earned.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Emeka Patarankin saying that he's watching and enjoying the show. So we should keep the fire burning. Thank you, Emeka.
Thank you, Emeka.
Okay. So before I leave you to go, everybody is watching, everybody is listening. Please give us your last words. We're watching and listening.
Well, if you're watching and listening, I want to say thank you, first of all, for being my audience this afternoon. This radio station caught me napping a couple of days back. They want to interview me. And being who I am, I accepted because, this is live. I'm not, everybody who knows me knows I'm not a proud person. I'm not arrogant. When they said they wanted to interview me, I said, fine. It's a thing of pleasure to be listened to by the world. If you know where I come from, you would know that I don't even deserve this where I am today in life. Wow. I'm probably supposed to be a conductor in Lagos, or maybe doing a daily pay job somewhere in Open State. But here I am as a public figure. I'm now being called to be interviewed on radio, on TV. I'm called all over the world to deliver lectures, So I appreciate what God has done for me. And the only way I can pay God back is to be humble and to accept people who come my way. People need my help. People need my assistance. Not people like you. People who need my presence in their life. I am humble and I want to say thank you for watching. But please stay safe. Corona is real. Not in Nigeria, because in Nigeria they are using it for money making ritual.
Wow.
So please stay safe. Stay safe. And like I always tell people, don't trust anybody. Let trust be earned. Don't love anyone. Don't love stupidly. Let love be earned. God bless you all for watching and expect more from me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time also. Okay, so let's listen to this audio for a minute.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay.
Do I have to? What are you playing me rap music?
Sound. Okay, so we were trying, but I think the sound is not so much clear. So, Mr. Solomon, thank you very much.
God bless you. I'll see you in Ghana next month.
Hopefully. I'm even waiting for that. So I'm waiting.
No, after Corona, I'm coming to Ghana. From Ghana, I'm traveling from Ghana to the US. I'll be in Ghana.
Okay, so maybe it's not good for some people to hear for monetarization. Okay, so we're having a nice time though.
I will always be a fighter. You can tell me nothing. I will always move you around. Till the day I die. Say I'm not worth it. Watch how me I go end up. Why should I always apologize for the most of no one ever apologize for making me this way. Go ahead and talk to me. Go ahead talk about me. Go ahead spread the rumor. I don't really love. Yeah, I will love it.
Okay, so it's always good to prove them wrong. Today is another Wednesday, and we're about to wrap up. Kind courtesy, we appreciating Alpha Clinic Limited as well as FC Cake Bread in this coronavirus. Alpha Clinic is calling upon everybody to come with all your sickness, all your burdens, and we are there for you. You can call for more information on 0206 264472 or 0244 680 964. FC Cake Bread. Yes. Anywhere, anytime, every day. You can eat it. Okay, so they are saying that order 100 pieces and they will deliver to you without any additional charges. So you can also call them on 0276 869 073 or 0202 672244. So thank to everybody. Thanks to Director Emeka Patorankin. Thank you for making this a success as well. And Dr. Double. Yes, this program. You see, he says something. He says that you have to have a creative mind. You understand? So before you come to me or come closer to me, if you are not creative, please, I don't need your service at all. There are some experience you have to get before you get closer to some people. You understand? So you have to have a creative mind. He also says something. Love is earned. Never command love. If you go somewhere and you don't suit, if you want to suit yourself and you can't suit, it's not forced. You have to go to the place that they will accept you. So Dr. Double, I salute you, sir. And Jeffrey Daniels, he's also here supporting vividly. And I say, the team is so solid. And to you that watch, without you, this interview wouldn't be a success. Thank you very much for sharing, for liking, and also for liking the page as well. God willing, tomorrow we'll come in for more entertainment news. And no matter your pockets, your Father God has all the money. That's what he said. I've learned a lot this afternoon. I hope you also did learn something. So we'll meet you same time tomorrow. In fact, tomorrow will be 10 a.m. Ghana time. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. And my name still remains Mami Amejian. You can call me Trudy Ice Cream. And if you're Nigerian and you are watching, Amabotu means Amagan. So if you understand. All right. So tomorrow we'll meet and we'll continue. Thank you, Mr. Solomon, for your time and for everybody who helped in making this a success.
I will pay my dues to the streets, and don't you gave me more than you could ever take from me. So thank you, all you did is make me broke this.